everyone, I'm Sharlene from So Dressmaking, and today I am going to talk about one of the new product releases from Pattern Trace. So I'm sure most of you know by now that if you have followed me up for a while, you'll know that the Pattern Trace Swedish tracing paper is one of my all-time favourite products. I am firmly in the Team Trace camp. For so many reasons, I think, you know, with paper patterns you can get so much use from them. I hack my patterns a lot, so if I start cutting into a pattern and then decide that I want to hack it, it means that I'm losing my original, so I always trace my patterns off. If I order some copy shop patterns that come on the thicker white paper, I hate working with that. I hate pinning it, and I hate trying to store the pattern then once I have it cut out and all, so I just always love my pattern trace. So then the company that makes the Swedish tracing paper, they have released a new product now called foundation paper. So this is actually for quilting, so for foundation paper piecing. Now I don't know a lot about quilting, I don't know a lot about the paper piecing or anything. I know it looks like it takes a lot of time, and I'm definitely not sure that's something for me. But the paper itself, it is, so the main selling quality or points for it is that it is transparent. So this is a sheet of it here. You can see that it is, you can see through it quite easily. It is, you can print on it with a normal inkjet or laser printer, so you can print on it with just, you know, your own home printer, and it has like a rough texture on it, so it can be stuck together with glue very easily. So I'll show you here. This is the Swedish tracing paper, and then this is the foundation paper. So the Swedish tracing paper, I would say it's a wee bit lighter. It nearly feels more like a fabric. You can kind of see the fibres of it, nearly like sort of how they're fused together, whereas this is a wee bit thicker, but definitely nowhere near as thick as like standard A4 paper, and it still has that sort of like a fibre sort of a feel to it. So yeah, whenever I seen this released and I read about all the different qualities of it, I thought actually that could come in really handy for putting together an A4 pattern. So I hate assembling A4 printed on patterns. I very rarely do it. The times I would do it is if I'm doing like a pattern test or something and I need to get the pattern printed quicker than sending it off to A4 or for copy shop. Obviously then over lockdown I probably did do it a wee bit more as well, because Royal Mail were taking so much longer to send out deliveries. Places were taking longer to process deliveries or process orders, so I probably have stuck together more patterns now in the last few months than I've ever done in my entire life. I don't like it. I hate having to trim all the edges. I don't like using sellotape, but then when you use glue, sometimes it's the edges, the borders are too thin to actually get the glue onto, and yeah, then it guaranteed at some point something's gonna go askew for me. It's not gonna line up somewhere properly. So yeah, I hate it. I really do hate it, but I thought this could be the answer to my problems, so I got in touch with Pattern Trace and they agreed to send me some to try it out, and I am so happy, so happy. So I have a pattern printed here, and I'm going to show you me putting it together today. But if I hold it up here, you'll be able to see, so it is really easy to see. I hope you can see this here. It's really easy to see the lines through the pages, which makes it even easier to line everything up at the edges. And yeah, I just think it's a brilliant product. It is going to be so great to use for this. So I will get on now and actually show you how I'm going to put this together. Okay, so the pattern I am piecing together here is the lanolin pattern, and pattern's blouse ombre. So only about 30, 24 pages in it, so it's not a big one to stick together. But one of the things I would have struggled with before is the borders around these are so thin, so you would have to use tape. There's no way you could get a glue stick onto that to stick them together that way. So with this now, we just stick the whole way down that side, one at a time, and then once you place it on, yeah, you can see right through to match up all the lines and see that it is actually in the right place. And then we'll keep going. I can show you a few close-ups of these.
Mommy, my tissues are okay.
Like that. And then what I also like to do is kind of work in a diagonal, so you know, start piecing these ones together too, so that Emily's in the background there, just in case you're wondering what the extra noises are. So yeah, I like to kind of work in a diagonal sort of step down, so that you know once these are all lined up, plus it's lining up going down the ways as well, because I hate getting to the end and realising that something's just a wee bit out of shape and then you're stuck with wonky patterns. So I will put the rest of this together now. So I just want to mention too, the other way, or the other quick way that we know of doing piecing these patterns together is, you know, just folding down the corner. But what I had found when I was using normal A4 paper, when you had that folded down and then you place this on top, if there's notches under here anywhere or any sort of details, you lose them and it's harder to see through. Obviously this way you don't have to worry about folding over or losing any of the notches or anything like that, because it is all see-through. Then the only place I had trouble was here. I actually misprinted, or the printer took up too many pieces of paper at once, so this page came out a wee bit skewy, but I thought the pattern lines were all there that I needed, so I just went on ahead and used it anyway. So that would be the only tip I have for using this paper, which I think would probably be the case if you were printing it using like the foundation for quilting as well. Because it is thinner, some printers might lift too many pages in one go, which can then cause a few issues. But what I find, like this is the third pattern I've printed now with it, so if you just keep an eye on it and maybe only print say 10 or 15 pages at a time, then you shouldn't have any issues in regards to that. So now I'm going to cut this out and show you just how easy it is to pin. So as I had said, the problem I have with, you know, turning the corners down on the A4 pieces is that you miss out on some things then underneath. And as you can see, even here, a lot of my size would have been hidden underneath these sheets here. So I would have actually, the whole way down this side here, I would have been kind of guessing the line that I would have had it on. Obviously you could like hold it up to the window and trace it through and all that sort of stuff, but this is just so much quicker. The paper itself is still light enough and quite easy to manipulate and drapey, so I do think you could pin it onto your mannequin, or you know, to get an idea of the fit and that sort of thing too, which I think is great. So that is everything stuck together, cut out, and it took me maybe in total half an hour, if even. That's including looking after the kids in between everything. So yeah, I am totally converted now. I think for smaller patterns I am definitely going to be getting some of this and keeping it here, stocking up on a couple of packets. It works out cheaper if you buy 4 packets. The price goes down to $7.50 per pack, and I think it's either $9.25 or $9.75 per pack if you just buy it on its own. So I have printed from 1 pack and I still have a few sheets left over. I've printed 2 tops and the skirt part of a dress, so it would have been at least 5 A0 copy shop sheets. So if I was setting that off to print, I probably would be spending sort of £7 to £9 anyway, depending on where I got it done. So I do think if you're comparing it to what it costs you to get something printed, there's not much difference, which is what I always would have done before anyway. So for me then, to be able to print it off straight away, have it without having to wait for delivery and things, obviously over lockdown things just weren't arriving as quickly as they normally do. Some places were closed, and yeah, there was just a lot more of a wait time. And I know, like for my Alexa jumpsuit, I was so itching to make it, and it took nearly a week for the copy shop to arrive. So wee things like that, they definitely makes a big difference. I think I will be keeping some of this. Bigger projects, maybe like coats and stuff, I might not, might still send away for those A0. But yeah, I think in terms of price, there's not much difference between getting it printed and using this. So yeah, I think I'm definitely getting converted now over to Team Print at Home. I never thought I would say this ever, but definitely this has been a game changer. I am so happy. As you can see, I have the pattern piece already pinned on my mannequin, so I can check like the fit and stuff. If I want to do any alterations to it and play about with it, I think it'd be really easy to do as well. So Pattern Trace have very kindly given me another pack of the foundation paper to give away to one of my lovely YouTube subscribers. So if you want the chance of winning, you just need to subscribe to my channel and pop a comment down below in the comments whether you are Team A4 Print at Home or Team A0 Copy Shop. So I definitely think I have been nearly converted now to Print at Home. So much easier using this paper to do it, and yeah, definitely I am so happy that I have tried it out, and I'm definitely going to keep some in my cupboard of goodies. So I will close the competition at 12 o'clock UK time on Sunday, and so that's Sunday the 26th of July, and then I will announce the winner in my weekly roundup video on Sunday. So I hope you have enjoyed this today, and I hope some of you find this as an easier alternative to printing at home using this paper, and yeah, it makes things a wee bit better for you. So I will also link my Ko-fi page down below. Obviously, I have said before, I want to bring so much more of this content to you, and yeah, if you can buy me a coffee, I would really appreciate it, because it means that I can keep doing this even after lockdown. So I hope you all are having a lovely day, and I will chat to you all soon. Bye!